It's magic hour, my favorite time. I'm in the high tunnel doing a little bit of tomato trellising. So everything's like happening weeks later than it should, but I'll show you how we do it here. So here you go. You can see these tomatoes are getting pretty big. That one over there is already laying on the ground. It's already 5 feet tall. And you can see through here, these ones are pretty small. These are getting a little bigger. These are getting bigger. And so if you look here, this is a high tensile wire for electric fences. And it's running almost the entire high tunnel there and almost the high tunnel here. And so what this gives us is something that can support a fair amount of weight. This high tensile steel, it's pretty strong. And so it's supported every 8 feet by these horizontals on this little high tunnel. And so what I do is I throw the roll over, so you can see, just using this right here, and I grab one end of the string and I just toss this over, and then I let it fall down. When it gets almost to the ground, I cut it, and now I have two. So this one can go to this plant, and then this one can go to this plant. And what you wind up with is it looks kind of like this. So you can see it's one point, it spreads out. This is at the base of this plant. This is the base of this plant. And you just do the whole thing. It's basically no cost. A roll of jute twine lasts one whole season. It's $4. It's several hundred feet long. And this high tensile wire doesn't really cost anything. You can get a whole half-mile roll for a pretty inexpensive price at any ag store, and it's just a little bit of time. But you get 2 plants per string, so it's pretty fast. So I'm just in here putting them all in, getting them ready, and each set of strings is going to be 2 plants. And if you don't prune off your leaders, like this right here, if you don't prune these off and it starts to get big, then you just throw another loop. You just throw another loop over, and then you do a second line for the leader. And you can sometimes have two or three of these ropes per plant. We do a little bit of pruning here. This one will probably come off. But once the plant is large and established, I'm kind of a fan of no longer pruning these suckers off. These suckers here, I'm kind of a fan of not pulling them off, because you know, we're not growing for market farming. We're growing for volume. We want the highest bulk we can, so we have the most to can in the fall. But that's it. Tomato trellis.